That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Hello everybody, this is Dr. F and welcome back to Let's Play. You are playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Now, okay, this video is going to be a little different because my friend has been basically, okay, a friend of mine has been literally implying that I mentioned this in my next Stanley Parable video. Okay, and I also showcased this. Okay, so, or actually, I should probably just mention this now, actually, hang on. Okay, so right now, we are on the original Stanley Parable game, and if we, load in to this game, there are two people that my friend has been making me focus on, and he also showed me, he told me where to find this, and he told me this whole story of like on what's going on with the Stanley Parable. This is taking a really long time to load. Just give me a second. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we're loading in. And yeah, so yeah, this is original Stanley Parable.
All his co-workers were gone.
Okay.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley worked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
There is apparently some deep backstory with Employee 432. And what my friend told me last time, he wasn't specific on what he was telling me. He told me now that, okay, the story of Employee 432 is about, how, basically, Employee 432, like, the company that he's working at has not given him anything to, like, do his job. Specifically, he pointed out that they're doing an experiment to see how long a man can stay sane without pencils, and they're specifically not giving Employee 432 pencils ever. We got the we got the secret hallway. Alright, I wasn't expecting to get this hallway. Alright, so yeah. And
when Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the I'm actually to the meeting room.
Okay, so this part's important.
This is it, Stanley.
Hang on, gotta get through this dialogue.
I
wish there was a skip button.
God, that's a
terrible idea. Okay.
She's been waiting.
There's actually something that it's around here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this thing. Okay. So there's a box of pencil sharpeners that are specifically for Employee 432, and I think he told me if we actually I think I could just get there like I can just get there like quicker if I use this. Hang on.
Excellent. Yo.
Okay, so this is what happens if you unplug the phone.
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, we're going to go
back
back.
See what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Yeah, okay. We're going to go back, and if we see over here, if we look through the window, yeah, see, look, he's collected the boxes now. Yeah. So now the boxes are gone. So that means Employee 432 has collected the boxes of pencil sharpeners, and anyways, if we go hang on. Okay, so yeah, this is another place that my friend showed me. So apparently in the mind controls button, you can see there's a paper. There's employee 432. 2-3 asks for a pencil. No, I responded. I report, and there's something with employee 432. Anyways, if we also, wait, actually, hang on. Okay, so that's enough of employee 432. Now,
all of his co-workers were. Wait, no, this isn't the right office.
It is.
Is this Stanley's office?
It is. Yes. Okay. Anyway, there's another person that we have to check
when
out.
Stanley came
for
to
some
a set
reason.
of 2 open doors. He entered.
He
the
said
door
this was
on his
important to look at. Hang on.
Yet there was not a single
Okay.
person here either.
Yeah. All right.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
So he told me. So my friend told me this is important. So he told me to read this employee. So there's employee 417, employee 405, employee 491, employee 416, employee 431, and then Jim. Okay. When my friend told me about this, he said that the name Jim was important in the future. And I sort of know this because there's actually a YouTube video I found of the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. I didn't watch it, but on the thumbnail it said, "Who is Jim?" And this is... I saw that... I looked at the thumbnail right after I watched In Space with Markiplier, so I wrote a comment like, "Jim is a news reporter." I didn't actually watch the video. So yeah, that's all I wanted to show you. Okay, so now we're back playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. And, alright, we're gonna begin the game again. I'm actually gonna begin the game again like 10 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look
God.
like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
Okay,
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he
Oh my
couldn't
God.
find a trace of his co-workers.
this actually feels so weird playing this right after. Oh! Interesting fact. I did not know this until recently. The original game... Okay, the original Stanley Parable was made on the Source engine, right? This is made on the Unity engine. So I was sort of right about the whole Half-Life Source thing. They took the Stanley Parable from the Source engine and just put it on the Unity engine. And I didn't know this was the Unity engine because, I mean, yeah. But yeah, this... I did not even, like, I didn't even think this was on the Unity. I thought this was Source, or Source 2 or something like that. I don't know why. We're not going in there yet. We're not going in there yet. And it just ends.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on
no.
his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Wait.
It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate,
come
beautifully
on.
constructed room.
There we go.
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I like how, I get to climb on desks
But
now.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
We are gonna do that.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Alright.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Yeah, Jim is
Feeling a wave
still here.
of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here. So he'd coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Actually, I'm gonna... why not? I'll do the downstairs ending. What's this? I don't know what that is.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
I like this
Were
ending.
they simply repeating?
Honestly, I like
No,
all endings
Stanley
in
said
this
to
game.
himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun,
God, it's
and
actually
Stanley
dark in here.
marveled that he
Sort
had
of.
still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
I am okay.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley.
I like
have
the
a boss,
sudden...
I have an office.
And then
I
he
am
started
real.
screaming.
Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Alright, is her head gonna look like a...
Mariella woke up
Like
on
a
a day
wooden
like any
doll?
other. She arose, got dressed,
This time?
gathered her belongings, and walked to her
Ah,
place
you can
of
kind
work.
of see it.
But on this
on
particular
top of her
day,
head.
her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself.
This actually looks
and then
kinda
collapsed
better.
dead on the sidewalk.
In a way.
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Alright.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
Alright. You know, I actually thought of this. I kind of want to,
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I kind of want to speed
Wow.
run this game,
Yes,
actually.
this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his
But in
left.
order to do that, I actually have to get the blue
And
office.
so he detoured through the maintenance section.
I'll do
walked
you
straight
in
ahead
the
to
next
the
video.
opposite doors.
My name is Jim. I'm here with my associate Jim, and here we're at the gym of gyms. This is the gym.
Stepping into his manager's
Leah's
office,
gym.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover
2,
not an indication of any
4,
human life.
5.
Shocked, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single
Maybe I am
minute
gonna
to
do the
just
speed
let
run,
the
maybe.
narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments
Can I actually-
with some calming new age music.
Alright. Wow. Can I actually climb on this table? Oh, wait. There we go! There we go. Now I can actually sit
Feeling
on the
soothed and
couches.
rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into
Yeah.
the open
Wow, it
passageway.
really is dark in here. Alright. We've already done up and down and up and down. Alright, we've already done that.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Actually, I'm gonna do the museum ending another time because I kind of want to do the speed run. Like right now. I actually want to complete this right now.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know. The
Right,
drill
yeah,
by
why am I
now,
pausing?
blah,
Wait,
blah,
wait,
blah.
yeah.
Secrets, the keypad, Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
I literally just realized this is actually new Ultra Deluxe. So, yeah, alright, we're doing this again.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
Whoa! Whoa, whoa, wait. This is different. This is new. Oh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Whoa, there's new music. There's actually, oh my god, there's actually new music. Oh. Oh. We got the hallway. It's actually kind of weird. We actually got the same hallway we got just a few seconds ago. hear that, right? There's actual new music here. New content! Alright. I'm actually gonna sit here for a while and listen to this. Alright, that's it.
When Stanley came to a set
Wow,
of 2 open
okay.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay,
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
well...
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
How about... no.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not jump... okay.
Look, Stanley, I think... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I love that ending. Alright. That's gonna be it.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
Okay, that's gonna be it for today's video. We're done. We'll actually do the museum ending another time, and maybe we'll speedrun this game another time, but for now, that's gonna be it for this video. Anyways, thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye!